Hello and welcome back to my craft room. It is Stitch Kit Day. Always excited to see what's inside this month's Stitch Kit box. So what Stitch Kit do is send me the Craft of the Month box. It's a complete surprise to me. Usually I accidentally opened an email and spot my own surprise. So I know what the craft actually is this month, but I'm not going to tell you till we get in there. But I don't know what the actual project is. So this is a needle crafting subscription box. Stitch Kit offer all different options and all different kinds of needle crafts, and the thing that's really different about them is that every single box is literally made up to suit you. When you order, you fill in their online questionnaire and tell them all your preferences, and they literally pull out things to suit you. The Craft of the Month box, there are 3 price points. I think they've sent me what they call the quick one, which is a £25 cost. That includes the postage within the UK. Unfortunately, they only post within the UK at the moment. There's also the standard one is the £45 one, and then there's a bigger, super duper big project one, which is, I think that's £65. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to link to their website so you'll be able to see all of that. I always say with subscription boxes, the value isn't just in what it would cost you item by item to buy the things separately. It's having the whole thing picked out for you, beautifully packaged and boxed up and sent to you as a little gift to yourself or a friend. But having said that, I always make a point of adding up all the things that are in the box, and they're always well over the cost of the box. Really thoughtfully put together and lovely quality supplies and really good value. I think that's quite enough waffling for me. Let's go in. I like to say is every time, yes, they do send me the box, but I'm not paid, I'm not on a commission or anything. I go on about how wonderful they are because I just genuinely think it's the best craft subscription box that I've tried, and I have tried a few. Right, rip strip. It's always this huge box, which is a little bit difficult to get under the camera. Now sometimes they're absolutely rammed full, sometimes they're really heavy, sometimes lighter. This is a lighter one. I know what the craft is though, so that doesn't surprise me actually. So let's go in and have a look. I need to pull the camera right up so that we can get this box underneath. So here we go. This is the box that you get. Always beautifully packaged. As I say, it includes your postage as well. They did say that they were putting in a little extra something. Shall we open that first? Ooh. And then I'm always in two minds as to whether to go in and have a look first or read the card first. I think I'm going to read the card first because I already know on this occasion what the craft is going to be. Dear Annie, I hope you're enjoying the summer. Yes indeed, it's blooming hot though. This month, the craft of the month is punch needle embroidery. It's so funny because punch needle is one of the crafts that Tom has tried, but I haven't. So, and I have been meaning to, so this is really fortuitous. This is a quick project which could be sent in a mixed or cross-stitch and embroidery subscription, and also as a one-off box. Yeah, okay, so yeah, they have all of these different options. You can get a mixed one. If you get a mixed one, you can tell them which of the various types of crafts they cover that you like and which you don't like, and they will make sure you get what you love. And you can change it at any time as well. And if you subscribe, you can cancel at any time. You just have to, I think they said to give 7 days notice just to make sure the payment doesn't go through. So yeah, well worth. You can get a one-off box, but I would say if you're one of the people that's been ordering every month or pre-ordering and getting the surprise along with me, I would say definitely worth subscribing because there's nothing to lose, and you do get that little bit extra value, extra discount. Okay, yeah, so they do the cross-stitch and embroidery subscription, so you could elect to have punch needle as part of that, or as part of a mixed subscription, or as a one-off box. I mean, you could just tell them you want, a 3-month subscription of all punch needle. You literally pick and choose what you like. I think I'm going to look at this mystery package first. because oh, I got a bit emotional now. Oh, we love your bonkers quilt. Oh, look, Mickey's pimples out. I always show the camera, but I don't know if you can actually see. We love your bonkers quilt. We've completed a patch each for you to include in it. Oh, that is so sweet of you. So that's Rachel and Kirsty. So Kirsty's the founder of the company, Kirsty Broadbent. You'll see, if you go to their website, you'll see photos of her. She's the one that comes up in the photos. And Rachel, it's Rachel that I sort of directly communicate more with by email and that. They've got a Facebook group and everything as well. So yeah. Oh, that is so lovely. I wonder if I should open that separately. No, let's open it now. Oh, so excited. Oh, look at these. So who's done which? They haven't said who's done which. I love them both. I love these. Okay, so this is like a large hexagon. I say large, I mean it's large compared to what you would do for like English paper piecing hexagons, isn't it? Always love a hexagon shape, and really handy fitting into some of those nooks and crannies we're going to end up with on the quilt. Love the colours here. Look at this. Now, I don't think either Rachel or Kirsty are hugely into slow stitching. I think they do all sorts of things, so I'm sure are no strangers to a bit of slow stitching. But I don't think it's hugely their thing. But look at that! Oh, it's so sweet. And the little butterflies. So this is all done in stranded cotton. It looks like all 6 strands of stranded cotton to give that lovely chunky effect there. And look how fine that bit in the centre there is. French knots all in a circle. Chain stitch around the outside, I think. Back stitch all around there. It's gorgeous. That is going to fit in beautifully into our quilt. I shall look forward to stitching that on. I wonder which of you did which. And look at this one. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that. So it's on a kind of silk background with this sort of heart shape in the cotton. And this lady. Now, I wonder if that was printed on the fabric. I think it was. Look. It looks like it was printed on the fabric. I think it was. And then they've just picked up the details and stitched into them. That's beautiful. I love it. Look at her little French knot eyes. Love this satin stitch spots on her top. They feel lovely. French knots, little detached chains there, a little woven heart, another heart, and look at the bee. How adorable is that bee? Oh, I'm so excited about this quilt. It's giving me such feel-good vibes at the moment. All these hands around the world, all around the world, have had a part, have worked on these pieces, which are all going to come together into this fabulous, totally bonkers, craziest crazy quilt ever. Little blossoms here, and then this heart shape is zigzagged on. It's machine zigzagged on, I would say. And that's lovely. So that's another good example of, the pieces of the quilt don't need to be square. They can be any shape you like. So with a piece like this, this might be overlapped or underlapped by another piece. We wouldn't overlap pieces over your actual work, but where you've got a background piece like this, some of that might show, some of it might get stitched into, some of it might get overlapped. And what we'll do is add extra pieces and stitches and things to blend everything together. It's going to be quite a challenge, but a lot of fun to work on. I absolutely love them. I don't know which of you did which, but I love them both. Absolutely charming, and they will fit in beautifully into our quilt. Thank you. It's so sweet to do that. Now, let's put, they always wrap everything so nicely. Let's put that tissue to one side, because that will most definitely get used again. So let's get into the actual box. This is the actual box now. So if you're getting this as a gift for someone, it's really nice that it's so beautifully packed. To be honest, if it's a gift for yourself, it's also like having a little mini birthday every month. And although this is called the Quick Project, I promise you, without even looking, I can promise you this is going to be a generously filled box. Ooh, lovely colours. It's got a book in there, is it? Is that a book? Oh no, it's what we're going to work on. Oh. Okay, calm down. Right, we've got this lovely yarn, Rikarumi double knitting, 100% cotton. Reminds me a little bit of that Happy yarn as well. It's the same sort of feel to it. Very nice. I love that packaging. So look at the colours we've got here. I'm dying to see what the project is. I'm going to gradually reveal it here. Oh, this is the actual punch needle tool with a threader, or 2 threaders by the look of it. Looks like a nice one. They always send, like the tools and things are always nice quality, good brands, you know, Clover, Pony. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think, but they're always brands you recognise, you know, not old cheap toot, you know. I need to have a little practice with that. This will be a good thing to do on Whip and Waffle Wednesdays, I think. Let's gradually reveal. I'm going to work my way round and gradually reveal what my project is going to be. Oh, a bit more of the black, larger size of the black. This is Starcraft. I've had Starcraft yarns from them before. They've all been nice. Organic cotton. Feels nice. I'm assuming that's double knitting as well. Feels like it. It must say somewhere on. There it is. Yeah, double knitting. Vegan friendly. Beautiful colours these are. Now, Rachel did let me know that she'd substituted some colours, but she'd marked them on the pattern for me. I love the colours that I've ended up with. Look at gradually doing the reveal. That's a bit like that catchphrase, isn't it? What do we think it's going to be? Do you reckon that's a cactus? I love the colours you've chosen, Rachel. It's a little cactus in a pot, look. Oh, I love cacti. Oh. So I've not seen, so normally you see like embroidery hoops and you put the fabric on, but this is actually on a frame. So that's fantastic, isn't it? Because it means it's all ready to display. What a great idea. So this is the pattern. It's not like I'm not doing a cactus at all. Greek filler. So hang on, this looks like, well, it looks like I've got way more thread than I'm possibly going to need, haven't I? You know. So let me have a look. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get the box out of the way now. Oh, lovely! What a lovely summery scene. So, what do you get? Technical chart, toolkit. This is where Rachel has written in which I'll need to marry up the numbers with these so that I can work out. Yeah, okay, yeah, that'll be easy. Which is code letter A, smooth on the front. Code letter B, fluffy on the front. Looks like this is going to be all A, so we're not going to do any fluffiness. And this gives you the techniques. So I've got everything I need. Oh, I'm itching to have a go at this. I must have to somehow transfer the image onto. I'll look into all that. I must have to transfer the image onto the frame somehow. Maybe you put it underneath and you can see it through. I'll look into that. Tom will help me with that. That's a nice little size as well, isn't it? And to me, it looks like if I scrounge a bit more of this blank cloth from Tom, and I've got plenty of embroidery hoops, it looks like I'll have loads left. I can probably also do a cactus if I want to, because the colours are there. And I've got scraps of yarn and stuff. Oh, I've been so looking forward to having a go at punch needling. What I'm going to do now is what I always do, add up the rough, what this would cost if I bought all these bits and pieces separately. As I say, I don't really believe that you have to do that's the best way to value a subscription box. But of course, we're all interested to know that we're getting value for money, aren't we? So let's be real. Let's add up what it would cost and see if I'm getting a good £25 worth. I'm going to stop recording a minute, have a quick add up, and I'll be back. Well, as always, I think we've got a bargain here. And as always, prices for these kind of things vary so much. So what I tend to do is take a bit of a middle ground, erring on the sort of cheaper end. because it really depends very much on where you buy things. So the tool was very difficult to price because this particular brand doesn't seem to be very easy to get hold of, and the only two places I managed to find it were eBay and Amazon, and they were both charging something like $3.50, but you had to pay $3.75 or something postage, which I thought was extraordinary for such a small thing. And then if you bought just the tool with the threaders in other brands, it varied hugely from sort of $3.50 up to 20 quid. It was ridiculous, and very difficult to know what to price that at. So in the end I've kind of compromised and made it 5 quid, which is less than I could have got it for if you include the postage, this particular brand. And it was a very much on the modest end of the other brands that I looked at, so that seemed fair. Frame was difficult to find exactly this size. I found some that were kind of quite similar, but this one is beautifully finished at the back, and they definitely weren't all. So I think this is a really nice quality one. I found some that weren't so nicely finished, and were kind of this square, so they were just very slightly bigger. This is 8 by 10 inches, they were 10 by 10 inches. 3 of them were 30 quid. So I've decided to call this 10 because it's much better quality as well. And yeah, so that seems reasonable to me. So I've added 10 for that. The 2 Stylecraft organic natural cotton, 50 gram balls, double knitting, again varied hugely. I've taken a low to middle road and called them £2 each. So it's £4 for those two. There are 11 balls, 11 25 gram balls of this Rikarumi, don't know how you say that, double knitting cotton. Conservative estimate again, £1.50 a ball, worked out £16.50. The pattern was one of a selection of free patterns, and I did have a look around actually at some other. I've been down a bit of a rabbit hole since I stopped recording just now. So this is from the DMC website. What I'll do is I'll link, and on the video I'll link to this and the other places that I found. There are loads of, if you type in free punch needle patterns, loads come up. This is the DMC website, and they had lots there. There are also a couple of others that I found on blogs, which also had a lot of useful kind of tuition videos and things like that as well. So before I get started on my actual project, I'm going to take the time to have a look at those and make sure I'm kind of ready to go. And also, although this is a lovely scene and everything, I've got enough colours and then plenty more, way more than enough of the yarn to do this scene, and possibly a couple of others as well. And for my first project, I'd quite like to, although this is really pretty and would look nice on that frame, I kind of feel like I went down a bit of a rabbit hole, as I say, found some other patterns. I like some of the kind of what they're calling Scandinavian folksy kind of patterns, which would also work really well with these colours. I've found some really cute kind of cats and rabbits and things. I love the cactus, and I've got the stuff here that I could do this easily. I could do this, and I think it's really good. I always love a cactus. I've even got some of those little pom-poms somewhere, but I think I probably wouldn't do that with pom-poms. I'd do it with tufty bits of wool, I think. But look at these other ones on the back. So these are from kits that are made by Trimmits. I know that Stitch kits do have quite a lot of Trimmit kits, because I know I got some in the Christmas box last year. I love this rainbow idea. I'm quite taken with the idea of doing a rainbow. I love the threads hanging down like that. And you don't have to have the whole rainbow of colours. That's only got 4 colours, and I can easily pick 4 colours out of this. A lot of the punch needle patterns seem to have monstera leaves. They do look really cool, don't they? I also love the idea of doing a landscape. I think one of the things that's kind of turning me away from this one a little bit is it's all, so you either do it so that it's you're looking at the smooth side, or you're looking at the tufty side, so it comes out as loops that you then cut, and this hasn't got any of the tufty, and I really like the idea of playing with the contrast between the smooth and the tufty. So like maybe doing like a landscape, or I don't know, or a vase of flowers, or something that uses that combination. I loved some of the bees that I saw, there's no reason why I couldn't draw my own simple design. I mean, I should really, with the amount of stuff I got on my plate at the moment, I really should just chill out, follow the pattern that I've been sent. Not have to think too hard and just enjoy the process. But you know what I'm like. And because they put so much yarn in here and all of these gorgeous colours, I have got loads of scope. And like I've said the last couple of times, if you get a kind of mystery craft subscription box or art subscription box, you've got to, you know, it's a lovely surprise. You've got to be prepared to go with whatever, you know, just have a go at whatever comes your way. But there's no reason why you can't change it up a little bit and make it your own. You know, if I want to do something like this and bring in pom-poms or include add a bit of beading or embroidery to it or whatever, you could do that. It's yours to do what you want with. Once you've got your box, you know, you make it what you want it to be. So I might just have a bit more of a browse. I think I've got a quiet evening this evening. I'm gonna watch through some of the tutorials, see what ideas are out there, and maybe even draw my own design. I love the idea. I didn't realise you could get these punch needle frames. It was like 30 quid for 3 that I saw, but I might have a look around. And also what I thought I could do is, you know, get an old picture frame. You can usually pick them up pretty cheap with a sort of rubbishy picture in them in the charity shop. Get rid of the picture, use the frame, stretch some of the fabric over it, as punch needle fabric over it, and create my own frame. I thought you just had to do them in the embroidery hoops, but you don't, you know, and I think this is quite a nice way of doing it. Anyway, so... Oh, and to come back to what I was doing, adding it all up, as I say, you know, reasonably conservative estimate, I think. That came to $35.50. The pattern was free. Plus, that includes the post and packing. So you don't pay extra for your post and packing. So again, for 25 quid, what a bargain. What a bargain. If you are one of the people who's pre-ordered the Craft of the Month box, and maybe you've gone for the £45 option, say, that's the next one up, you'll have got... either one, you know, you'll have got a larger project or a lot more yarn. You'll have maybe got an extra tool, or you'll have got more frames or whatever. You will definitely, one thing I can promise you is that you will get your money's worth for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna get my face out of the way so I can get a bit of a thumbnail. I haven't made it look very pretty really, have I? I could put them around in a circle or something, but you know. Anyway, so I'm going to go away now and have a good look through all the tutorials, maybe sketch out some designs of my own to see if I fancy just doing that, going my own way, going a bit off-piste as is my wont. And I will come back, let me think, so this is going to go out on Friday the 1st. It's probably going to be Monday that I will come back and get started on this, or I will certainly, if not Monday, I will certainly be working on it during the Whip and Waffle, the next couple of Whip and Waffle Wednesdays. So thank you so much again to Kirsty and Rachel for sending me this box. It's something I've been wanting to try for ages and haven't got around to. Tom, of course, is going to tell me that it's very, very easy. You know what he's like, but it will be handy that he can give me lots of tips because he's tried it a few times and he's really good at it. Actually, don't tell him I said so. Thank you also for the beautiful little pieces for the quilt. They are gorgeous. I love them. They're going to look fab on the quilt. I've got another one here that I just opened today. You'll have seen it in a separate video. I'm going to stitch all of those onto the quilt. Having given myself a total scare the other day and had got in a right panic because I thought I'd lost a piece that someone had sent me. Absolutely paranoid. These are going to get stitched onto the quilt tonight. So I'm just tacking them on at the moment so that they're in place and they'll come with me to the bazaar event. One more thing, in case you missed it, because I kept forgetting to show this. I did finally finish my macrame bag that I started from my, not last month's stitch kit box, but the one before. Last month's was the Christmas in July, and I've made a couple of projects already from that. I've still got loads in the box, but that is going to have to go to one side for a little while now. But yeah, definitely will come back to them. But yeah, every single box is just, I've got enough left to make at least one other project this size in that box. So yeah, thoroughly recommend them. And as I say, I'm not on commission or anything. They're brilliant, and they're a small company. They work really hard. They're based here in the UK. I'm just really happy to support them. So that's it for me for now. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks again to Kirsty and Rachel, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye. I'm going to go and look up punch needling now. I'm going to go and sit and do some stitching and binge watch some punch needling tuition tutorials.